It's been a weird year. I think we can all agree that it's not exactly been the best year. For some of us it's been good, for most of us it's not been great. So luckily, certain things have fallen into place that at the end of this year, and this month, I've been able to see Ollie loads of times. And for those of you who don't know, Ollie is my best friend. So a few weeks ago, I got to go down and completely out of the blue surprise Ollie on an American themed night where we went to a Wild West restaurant nearby, as well as a Wild West themed escape room. And obviously, it being 5 months after his birthday, he had no bloody clue. In fact, I've got some footage of that right now, so...
We're there! You recording?
Luke's being all weird. He made me wear a hat.
IG culture.
Yeah, I'm recording.
How you doing? So let's go on a little drive to Tesco.
To Tesco? I've been made to wear a hat to Tesco.
BBC News at 5:30. I'm Jane Royce.
Weird.
New figures show
What the fuck?
4,422 reported cases of coronavirus across the UK.
Alright, boys.
It's the highest daily total since the 8th of May. Before the government scientific advisor.
So after that, we had something else planned, and for those of you who have watched the previous video on this channel, you would have seen the bungee jump. Now the bungee jump was the most terrifying thing I've ever done in my life. So all of that leads us to this weekend. So this weekend, because we were supposed to be going to America this week, and as you can see, I'm not in America, I'm in my living room, we've had to change a few things around. Now the UK, unlike the US and other countries in the world, is following strict COVID-19 guidelines in order to make sure that the country can reopen soon. So we've noticed a lot of changes and a lot of things shutting down. For example, a lot of you would have seen Cineworld shutting down recently, which is extremely sad news because I absolutely love going to the movies. I have a son and I wanted him to go to the cinema, and so many generations of people, I don't want them to miss out on this. So hopefully they manage to recover. But what does this mean? COVID-19 guidelines for theme parks? Well, basically all the changes listed are your standard COVID-19 coronavirus changes. So for example, we have your pre-booked tickets, which is pretty much normal and most people do anyway. If you have any symptoms, you don't go. Again, just common sense. Parking between one another is distance. And on top of that, temperature checks. So, all the normal standard stuff, as well as masks. You have to wear masks going on some rides and around the park and in restaurants in certain areas, which you should be. And they have said that some experiences might be cancelled, some rides might be cancelled. Now, my best guess is these are going to be more attractions than rides, because any sort of fun fair attractions style things they have there, where you're throwing something, picking up something, anything like that, I can imagine they're going to be cancelled. So, no major changes in place. Now, the theme park we're going to, Ollie and Chris have never been to before, and I've been to one. The largest theme park in the UK. It has a castle right in the centre of it. The Talbots were the owners and residents for over 500 years, between 1412 and 1924. During the Talbots' residency, they also opened the parks in the 18th century, 1860. I don't know if it's the 18th century or the 19th century. And then the Shrewsbury sold the house in 1912. Another interesting fact about the park is at the beginning of World War II, it was requested to be used by a general for training. So the park was actually used as training for cadets. And then in 1980, the park was opened with its first roller coaster. As many people in the UK will know, the Corkscrew. Now, as I previously mentioned, it's the largest park in the UK, spanning nearly 1,000 acres. 1,000 acres, it's insane. Nearly 1,000 acres of land this park spans across. It's massive. This park has 20 attractions and 40 rides. Also, there is a lot of money around this park. One of their most expensive rides costing £15 million. And the last little fact for you, around 3 million people visit this park every year. Now, of course, that number has been massively cut down this year due to COVID-19. However, the park is now open, and they are holding an Oktoberfest beer festival for this entire month. Oh yeah, and it's scare season. So the park is completely themed for Halloween. So that's a long intro, a little introduction about the park, a little background story for the park. It's going to be a longer video because we're spending one day at the park and then one night at a hotel, and then we're going back to the park the next morning. What park is it? This park!
Rita, formerly known as Rita, Queen of Speed, is a launch roller coaster. Is 0 to 61 miles per hour in 2.5 seconds. Lift system.
There we go.
Located in the dark forest in Alton Towers.
Oblivion. I can't remember any of the rides. So, what are the rides we've been on?
Nemesis, Rita, 13, Oblivion,
What's the first one we went on?
Nemesis.
That's the first one we went on. That's where we've been on another one. Oh, the
shooter one.
shooting one and Hex.
Hex.
And your favourite so far?
What one was Hex?
The house one.
Oh yeah.
Chris, I think the toilets is that way.
Yeah, that queue's gone. That's queuing all up there earlier. Should we go in?
Alright. Well, we've done about 6 rides. We just came off Oblivion. And now it's time for Smiler. It's been a long day. You forget how big Alton Towers really is. It's definitely one of the biggest theme parks. As I said before, it's 1,000 acres. So it's absolutely massive. And you're just constantly walking around. They've got like 4 different islands or something. That's what they're called. So you walk from island to island and it takes ages. So our feet are absolutely killing us. The time's on the left side.
It says closed.
Oh, the line entrance is open. How long is it going to take? An hour-ish, okay, cool. Thank you. So an hour. We're now going to queue for this. Definitely one of the most controversial rides at Alton Towers. Everything that's happened in the past, it's quite a scary ride to go on. Holding the world record for the most inversions on a roller coaster. Reaching a max speed of 85 kilometers an hour. Full of twists, turns, loops, and everything else you can put on a ride. This is the Smiler.
I'm having a great time.
The last ride of the night.
Wicker Man.
Wicker Man. Wicker Man.
It's Wicked Man.
Wicked Man. Wicked Man.
So good, I think.
So we had the Smiler, Wicker Man, 13,
Bit of breakfast in your town.
Hex.
There's the gangster. Yeah. And she's the driver as well.
Awesome. Oh, and Oblivion. Smells like box, tastes like box.
It really does.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You reckon that's closer to box?
And it tastes like box. Bangs. OT. Look at the inside of that.
So that's it. Weekend over. Started with these guys prank calling Domino's and Indian places, and ended with a really messy orgy in a Audi.
Oh, it's come back
and
more.
two Latina girls arguing with each other in a petrol station car park. So we're in the car and we're on our way home, and that's it. Knackered, fucked, ready for beds, ready for some good food, some good loving. Ollie, favorite ride of the weekend and why? Why?
Wicker Man.
The Wicker Man, yeah?
Pure speed, awesome queue. It's the whole experience. So it's not just about just a ride. It's about the queue and the story. That one was the best. For me, and being nighttime added up another element.
How about Chris? What's your favorite ride?
The car journey.
Car journey was Chris's favorite ride. A joy to be around as always.
2020 race.
I think for me it would be
$10,400.
Rita, Queen of Speed. Can't beat it.
That was the best one for you. With the heart rate.
The heart rate, the shock at the beginning when the ride just shut off completely. I think that got me. I haven't had a heart rate like
Oblivion
that.
drop gave me a good heart rate.
The what?
Oblivion drop.
The Oblivion drop is great as well for the heart rate, and because we're sitting on the back, I think it like got us a bit more as well.
Bigger drop.
Yeah.
And what was scary about that is when we stopped, we couldn't see over the edge. So
Yeah.
the first time that we tipped over, we were going.
Yeah. So Rita and Oblivion for like the heart rate, for the emotion.
Hey, vegan.
That's it. It's done. It's done. It's done. And now